So, when they say when you go woke, you go broke. Well, while there's some truth to that, if you know, take too much shrooms or you don't lay off the nice ganja here and there, or you're just using spirituality to escape life because reality got too difficult and you don't know how to stabilize anymore. However, a lot of times what people don't like to talk about, and we can look at the many examples in the past of those who attempted to liberate us mentally, physically, or spiritually, was financially sabotaged, assassinated, abandoned, ostracized. The list goes on and on. So sometimes it's when you go woke and you begin to see the illusion of reality, and then you actually have solutions, and you're able to then demonstrate through your own life the solutions work, and those who are willing to follow their own unique flow within the pattern that they were given to find their own, authentic way of expressing themselves, that it works too, then it's like, oh, so if we actually give people time, the right resources, they can actually elevate themselves properly. Well, guess what? Then it shows and it proves that there's another way. There's an alternative to spirituality. There's an alternative to GMO. There's an alternative to all these chemicals in our water. There's an alternative to the way we're using our financial system and the way we're educating people, because the proof is in the pudding of the men and women who actually done the alternative things, and they lived to tell the tale. They weren't, assassinated. They weren't destroyed. So when they begin to speak and you hear their testimony, it's like, oh, I didn't know that way existed. And then you start to think back of all the time those who were either supposed to protect you or supposed to be on your side was actually holding you back or leading you astray, or straight up did not want you to see anything other than their religion, other than their miseducation, other than their lies, manipulation in their relationships. The list goes on. We gotta understand, we don't fight with only the flesh, but also with our spirits. So you have a lot of manipulative spirits out here walking around knowing that, hey, there's an organic, unauthentic way that most American men and women, hell, most living all life on this planet wants to live. However, if we're on the synthetic currency, synthetic way of life, synthetic way of what success looks like, well, it's hard to take back all the years you invested into your 401ks, Rothschilds, retirement, and X, Y, and Z, which when most people realize after they retire, it doesn't really add up because the inflation goes crazy, bills go crazy, life still happens, and then all you have is money. That money burns quick. And then when you don't have family or friends to fall back on, and then you realize the way you got that money is by being extremely shady, so now you're alone because people don't like you or you have bad aura. So yeah, when you go woke the proper way, people don't want that way to be seen, because it then messes with the capitalistic society of our pharmaceuticals, of our fake foods, of our doctor visits, and I think I'm rambling, but are you picking up what I'm trying to put down? Authenticity for a while was intentionally hidden from the world, especially our youth, so that we can be these copy and paste fake individuals that were easy to be exploited, easy to be used, then easily discarded because they didn't use your past against you, that where you were lost and naive and doing what everyone else was doing, oh, now it's wrong. If it's wrong, then what was the correct path? Because everyone's doing it. But now that I'm trying to make a change, you're trying to bind me to the old ways. But you just said you're trying to judge me for that old ways, though. I don't know. So, yeah, this is a piece of my mind, y'all. Peace.